If you do go on to enjoy today's video, please consider hitting the like button. It really does help the video out, even if I don't deserve it because I'm terrible at video games. And if you want to follow me on Twitter for absolutely no reason, the link for that is down below. If you do need any coins, head over to u7buystore.com. Use the code TVM at checkout for a discount. The link is in the description. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to a brand new video. We are about to open up all of the packs that I had just left there until everything was in packs. Now, I've not deliberately gone out and trying to save packs. I've not tried and built as many as I possibly could or anything. They were just packs that I've managed to accumulate over time. And while waiting for Team of the Year to be fully in packs, we just have these to open. So I didn't, like I said, didn't actively go for it. First pack I opened, untradeable Ginter. So I had to go and use that in an SBC because I don't really want to be throwing away 84s. The only thing, I mean, I looked through it all, and the Taro Martinez looks decent. That card looked okay, but nothing I really wanted to do. Loads of these upgrades littering the place, so it's kind of hard to sort of sift through everything. I probably should have gone on to live when I did that. This isn't live, by the way. This is me recording it last night. I'm having to do that recently because it's the only way I can actually fit everything in time-wise is if I record it and then I can skip through it, because I go through all of this now and it takes me ages to finally decide. And what I decided was to do the Rafael Varane SBC. Now, not all of it in one go, because, yeah, I've got the coins to go out and do it, sure, but I didn't have everything in the club to do it. So I've just submitted away the 88 rated team, didn't buy a single card for it, I don't think, and yeah, that's the most expensive segment complete. I can do the bottom two, no problem. And I'm kind of hoping to pack something here that is obviously going to help along the way. Now, I would love to pack a Team of the Year or even a nominee. A lot of the nominees are actually very, very cheap. Don't quote me on this, but I am contemplating using a lot of the coins to go and buy a fair few of them and just to play with them and do some player reviews. I don't care if I'm late to the party on a few of them and whether everyone else has done the reviews. I'm just going to go and play with them and give you my thoughts. It's going to be called a review, but it's me just playing and experiencing it and saying, hey, this is what I think of the card. Essentially, that is what a review is. I understand that, but I'm not doing it for views necessarily. I'm just doing it because I might as well record while I'm playing. I want to pick up the cheapest nominee and see if he's actually any good. I think it's Bonucci, who, to be fair, on paper doesn't look that bad at all. And he's only like 20-something thousand coins, which is crazy. Going through these two player packs, and the rest of the packs as well, I will undoubtedly hit duplicates, but I'm only going to recycle, like if I hit more than one duplicate in a pack, and I'm only going to recycle it if it's relatively high rated. So for example, I knew Martinez was tradable because I actually bought him to do an upgrade. And at the end of this video as well, I will do some live upgrades, because obviously this is all pre-recorded stuff. We do hit one or two things, but I will do some of the Premier League upgrades. I don't know how many I'm going to do. I still need to do marquee matchups as well, but I might save that for another video. Just pack Bale, that's a prime example. Just going to discard it. I know I could go and re-rinse, and I could put Bale into an upgrade, sure. But it was just a case of I didn't have that long, and I still had 15 packs to open. If I hit another duplicate that requires me to go and complete another segment of Rafael Varane, for example, then it's going to take me even longer again. So that's why I didn't bother. Grimaldo is another one. I don't know how much he goes for. Probably not a lot. But I had to discard him. So you could argue, well, that's 2 rares you've got rid of. That is probably quite close to 2k. I'm not that bothered. It's fine. I've reinvested some of my coins as well. It's up to 1.4 and touching 1.5. And I've put maybe 500k into some more informs. We'll go through that in a bit as well. I would skip through this and just go through like the best packs, but I don't know. I want you to see everything because I have been blessed with pack luck in FIFA up until this year. I've done a lot of packs this year off camera, and I've done a lot of packs on camera. Maybe not as many as in previous FIFAs, but in previous FIFAs I have been gifted. EA have given me Ronaldo's after Messi's, after Ronaldo's, after Mbappe's. Maradona, for example. This year, EA have decided I'm not worthy of good packs and have really, like, they've choked this account. This is a new account, to be fair, this year. I think, well, actually, Started it last year, but didn't really play an awful lot because obviously it's a PlayStation. I've been on PC for years. So, yeah, maybe they're like, welcome to PlayStation, go back to PC. If they updated the graphics and gave us next-gen graphics on PC, then I would not have gone over to PlayStation, but that's just life. But yeah, I really, really want a big pull on this account. I can't remember the best pull I've actually managed to get. Messi, untradeable, is the best pull, which is obviously fantastic, but this year the account, obviously the market is so bad that even packing Messi wasn't that big a deal. This was the first walkout. Sergio Busquets, nothing to write home about, but 86 rated. Now that I'm doing Rafael Varane, of course, we're going to need all of this. I think there are 2 87 rated teams. We get a Hunter in there as well, which is tradable. This is a tradable pack, but I know Sergio Busquets isn't going to go for a lot, so he'll probably just go straight into Rafael Varane's 87 rated segment, or one of them. And like I said, I think there are 2 87 rated segments. So look out for that. Hopefully going to complete that quite soon, because I'm going to do more upgrades, I'll do marquee matchups, I'll keep grinding the upgrades, and I will put some coins into it as well. I'm willing to put maybe 200-300k into it. Don't really want to be putting more than that in, because it wipes out a lot of profit. This was a one that I debated for about 3.5 milliseconds. Do I go and recycle an 83? And then I'm like, 83s are like next to nothing anyway. They're like 900 to 1,000 coins. Does it really matter? So I just binned it off. And I think I do that again in a second. We're down to like what I would class as the good packs now. A lot of rares in here. We get boards again, but EA are really stingy with those nominees for some reason on this account anyway. 85 Nabry, not bad. I will definitely take it because, again, it will go towards Varane, as will Ilicic, 84. The rest of it I'll just chuck on the transfer list and sort out after. And then I started buying informs because the prices had come down. And I kind of regretted it because the transfer list is nearing, not completion, but it's close to overflowing. And I need to go and sort through all those cards. So I should have just either discarded them or listed them up for minimum at the time just to save time. But there we are. That's life. 6 packs remaining. Prime Gold Players Pack. I've never been a fan of these. I don't think anyone has. We get boards. It's not a walkout. It's disappointing. It is a Felipe. I think, did we just get Savic as well? So that is 2 Atletico centre-backs. Good for chemistry and SBCs, I suppose. Going to discard that as well. Got quite a few non-rares. The way to do upgrades this year is not to... Well, I suppose it's the same every year, but it's not to do the basic league-specific packs. It's actually to do the 2-player upgrade packs with non-rares so that you get an extra rare so that you can use that in the premium packs. That's the way that realistically you should be doing it, but a lot of people don't. I don't know, I'm hit and miss with it. I do like the idea of doing them because you do get the extra rare and it does save you a few coins, but at the same time, less chance of getting something decent. Not that I've packed anything good from upgrades anyway. Another 84. Martinez, one of the best goalkeepers in the game. Don't care what anyone says. He was absolutely brilliant for me for weeks at the beginning in co-op games when we weren't playing on this account. We were playing on another account. It didn't have Dudek. It wasn't part of the whole Dudek thing. So Martinez was brilliant. 4 packs remaining. This bonus pack is a gold pack. When I opened this, I was like, could you imagine if this was a blue? Not that it would have made any difference because it came from a tradable pack anyway. But I remember seeing that years ago. Someone packed like a team of the season or something. It was an untradeable like 25k and they got a free pack in it or something like that. And then they got the team of the season in the 5k free pack. I don't know, it just makes... I don't know, I get a sense of more accomplishment if I was to get that from that than I would from a 50k. Arthur, which is not what you want to see. Loads of cards that we don't have, which is nice. So all them will go into upgrades. I don't care about rinsing the club. This was the problem as well. I saw these. I was like, oh, they're both going to be untradeable. Luckily, Pizzi wasn't, so I could save him. And again, I'm chucking Mukiele away. By now, I might have been able to do an upgrade. But obviously, you can't save them all. It is really stupid. In 2022, there's no way to save untradables. Just like have a little space to put 10 of them somewhere that I can still open packs. We get Hernandez, which 6 months ago would have been a decent pull. Now, maybe not so much. I've got no idea if he's worth anything. Not that it matters because he's untradeable anyway. 2 83s in there as well. So we're stocking the club up again of 83s, 84s because we were barren of those, which was nice. This was the time I thought, right, 2, I draw the line at 2. I'm going to go do an upgrade. So I did that. I came back, went to open it, of course, still things to deal with. And then we popped them in the club. I don't know why I drew the line at 2. You know, not really much of a difference between 1 and 2, but there we are. I did it. And I did a Premier League one. There are a lot of cards available through nominees and Team of the Year through Premier League. Not on that occasion. Absolutely sod all. But we do get a lot of cards to go into 2-player upgrade packs, as well as the rares to go into another Premier League upgrade. And then, I wouldn't say the biggest pack that we had spare or saved, but, you know, the one that's more likely to give us something, the 50k, and unfortunately it was just boards. EA hate me, but I mean, you know, I only saved 20 packs. I got 1 walkout. It was the most basic walkout ever, and I'm sure there are some people out there with 50, 60 save packs who didn't get anything, so I'm not being ungrateful, but EA hate me. I'm likely going to regret doing all the Premier League upgrades at once because I'm bound to hit duplicates and I'm going to discard them because I'm lazy. But I've done a few 2-player upgrades just to get those golds. Of course, we do still have a chance in the 2-player upgrade packs to get something. But at bare minimum, see, we've got a board there. But bare minimum, all I'm looking for here is the 2 rare gold cards, and then they can go into more upgrades. So we get Muslera, who's got a new face, I think, and then Munyain, I can't remember his name. I literally read it, and then it's gone out of my brain. Munyain, that's right? Yeah, gotta be. So we got a board, so it wasn't terrible. I think I've got 3 Premier League premium packs. That's not terrible either, although Souček is probably a terrible one to get, because in those, we're likely to get him anyway. 2 more rare golds to go. I've rinsed all my non-rares. So I did have a fair few, really, when you think you need 11. Patson, Daka, Pellegrini, don't really want to see Premier League cards in here because they are bound to be duplicates. I will go and re-rinse where possible. I'm not going to like throw anything away if I can help it, but I think we might have to at some point. And there we go. We threw him away. I could have gone and re-rinsed him. It does count as a rare, but it is what it is. Throw. So, 3 chances. If I pack anything along the way that I'm going to need to re-rinse, I will do it there and then. But after this, we'll call it a day on the video. I'll build more, and then in another video, we'll open them. So hopefully we can get something decent, even if it's just some sort of... There we go. I was just about to say, even if it's some sort of walkout. Oh, that's Digne, or Luca Dean, if that's how you say it. 86 rated, pretty damn decent. Could be hiding another high-rated card in here as well, which would be nice, but even just an 86 rated inform is fantastic. We do get an 82 and then no duplicates, which is fantastic, but that in itself is about, what, 20-something thousand? Yeah, about 22k-ish, which is fine. Love it, because that's just all re-rinsing things that we've just packed. I was about to say, before we packed him, even if we just get high-ish rated fodder, I'm happy. Oh my days, we've actually packed one. It's going to be Mendy, which is absolutely useless for me because I don't need a goalkeeper, but I am chuffed that I've actually packed one. All you have to do is moan it in, right? It's been a thing in FIFA for years. If you sit there and moan that your pack luck is terrible, you get rewarded, because obviously EA can hear you through the microphones and they're like, oh, we need to give him something good to keep him playing. That is nice. Anything else hanging around in the back? No. We do get part of a Chelsea starter squad, though. Chilwell and Mendy. How much is Mendy going for? Not very expensive, but that's kind of par for the course, really, when it comes to these cards and this current market and this game in general. The market is awful. Is he any good? Let me know in the comments. I may very well do a little 3-4 minute review of him, because why not? Goalkeepers are very dodgy this year. They're either really good or they're awful. Who knows? He could be one or the other. And finally, there's no way we're going to get a 3rd special card because we've had 2 in a row. We do get a board, so that's not horrendous. That's a very good little session, actually. And it is another Chelsea player. It's going to be Kovacic. I am pleased. Good inform left-back. Reasonably high-rated. A Team of the Year nominee, which I can't grumble at whatsoever. And only 1 duplicate from all 3 of the Premier League upgrade packs. Cannot complain at all. I will do So I'll have to put him into a 2-player upgrade pack. I will do a lot more 2-player upgrades, and then I will re-rinse those into Premier League upgrades. I'm just going to strictly stick to Premier League because it's easier to fit them in my team. Any high-rated cards, so Luke Dean, for example, will go into Raphael Varane, and anything else I get will go into Raphael Varane as well. Could have been Salah, but, you know, it is what it is. What am I investing in? I will show you because you can go do it as well. It's quite simple and self-explanatory. I bought 30 Bergwijn, if that's how you say his name, Bergwijn. I bought 30 of him for 13,250 is the absolute max. I wouldn't necessarily recommend doing that. You're just shaving off your profit. But if you can get it for any less than 13, how do I can't even remember how to skip. Yeah, I am skipping technically. And then the other players were Borja Iglesias. As you saw, I bought him for 12k. I was trying my very best to pick up Iglesias for 12,000. Sometimes you have to go a little bit above because there weren't really many. I'm getting really frustrated more than anything else. Couldn't buy him for less than 12.5, 13k, but I didn't want to spend that much, so I had to go a little bit above. So I've only managed to buy like 2 so far. I'm toying with the idea of going for Rugani. Remember last week, or not even that long ago, I bought that Italian striker or centre forward or wherever he was for like 11k. Ended up selling him for 16-something thousand. He actually went up even more than that. I was tempted to do it with Rugani because he's actually higher rated. Oh, he's the same rated actually, but because he's got that Juve link and he's a centre back, and every single formation needs a centre back, so he's good for solutions. 10k, and you can buy them for between 10 and 11,000, which I think is almost guaranteed money. Yeah, he might only go up to 12k, 13k at most, and maybe the 16k is rather unprecedented, but I still think it's a good little investment to go for Rugani, especially if you don't have that many coins. You can buy more of him than you can with Bergwijn or Iglesias. I'm done with Bergwijn now. I'm not going to do any more with him. Like I said, I've got 30 of him, and I was going for about 13k each. I've got, I think 1 or 2 I picked up for like 12k, or 12,500 or something. Where are they? Yeah, so that's Iglesias. Maybe I didn't. I think I got 1 or 2 for like 12,750. But either way, I've got 30 of him. And we'll pick up more Iglesias. Maybe get like, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 maybe of him. And then I think I'm going to do a lot more Rugani, because I think that's risk-free, to be honest. And then it's just a case of sitting there and waiting until we get a SBC or 6 that require informs. Hopefully they don't drop a Team of the Week SBC anytime soon, and the prices will go up. But that's what we're hoping for. It works. It is, you might be waiting a week, you might be waiting 2 days, you might be waiting a month, but you will eventually make money doing this. I've proved it already. I mean, I'm not the one that invented it, but you get it. So, Andre Silva, I'm going to use for Raphael Varane. I've decided, I've just written that off as a tax thing. I will use those 2 in Raphael Varane. I will use Luca Dean in Raphael Varane as well. I've only done 1 segment, like I said, but I've got enough in the club now that I can go and do maybe the first 2 segments without buying anything. One of them requires an inform, and then we're left with 2 86s and 2 87s. I'm not sure how much an 86 and an 87 rated team costs these days, so that's what Footbin was invented for. Where is Raphael Varane? 87 rated team currently coming in at around 187,000. So I could pay to do both 87 rated teams, and that would leave me with the 2 86 rated teams, which would be 150k collective. So I mean, I could buy them. I could spend the coins, and maybe, I don't know, what, 500-600k does it cost to do all of it? Gonna do all the upgrades. I'll see where I am, and we'll go from there. If you have enjoyed today's episode of The Road to Glory, do me a favour and hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.